Year 1, it's Mrs. Board. It's been lovely this week getting to hear some of your voices as we've been making phone calls to mummies and daddies to find out how you're all doing. And it will be lovely next week to hear some more voices as we're going to be making some phone calls next week too. So hopefully we'll get to speak to some of you that we haven't managed to talk to this week. It's been great hearing about all the different things you've been doing. Okay, so thank you very much everybody for talking to us as well. I know it's a bit funny when your teacher calls on the phone, but you've been really brave wanting to talk to us, so thank you very much. As it does make us very happy to hear you. Okay, so let's have a look at week 5's home learning. Hopefully you can see on my laptop here. I'll try and position it a bit better there. So for week 6 home learning, for our English and phonic tasks, for English, we've got a picture that we'd like you to have a look at, and we'd like you to answer some questions about the picture. Now, we would have been starting a new unit in English, and this would have been an introduction to our new unit. So we'd like you to have a go at it at home. So we've got some questions about this picture. Who are the characters? Are some characters older than others? And how do you know? Where are they? What clues tell you this? Why are they there? What time of day is it? And what are the clues? How do you know? What might the story be about? How many rabbits are in the picture? What else can you see in the picture? Perhaps you'd like to sit and think about this and these questions on your own, or perhaps you'd like to actually do it with a family member, or you could email this picture or take a screenshot of it and send it to a family member that doesn't live with you, and perhaps they could have a go at answering these questions too, and then you could see if you've got similar or different answers to each other. That might be quite a nice thing for you to do if you'd like to do that. Okay, so let's go back now and have a look at our phonics for the week. So our phonics, we're going to be looking at digraph A. For our phonics for week 6. Mrs. Todd has done a wonderful YouTube video for us on digraph A, and she's got a new friend that would like to meet the children in year 1. Danny Dog's having a rest this week. He's having a week off as he's been working really hard, but he's looking forward to seeing you next week. And perhaps you could tell him about Mrs. Todd's new friend. So we've got a phoneme spotter again for digraph A. So please highlight digraph A wherever you see it in the text, and then try and read the text once you've identified where digraph A is. Then once you've read the text, we'd like you to have a go at these questions on the right hand side. And by all means, please get mummies or daddies to take a screenshot of your answers, or perhaps an email with your answers so that we can see some of them, as we do love seeing lots and lots of your work. We always look forward to seeing it. Okay, so let's have a look at our maths task for week 6. Now, week 6 home learning in maths is about 2D and 3D shapes. And in year 1, one of our objectives is about recognising and being able to name 2D shapes and being able to recognise and name 3D shapes. So we've got a range of different activities here. We've got sorting shapes, making patterns with shapes, and recognising and naming them too. I thought perhaps you might like a little extra task with our shape home learning this week. So if you have a look at this, I'd like you to have a little chat or a little debate with your family members and have a think. Is this a circle? Yes or no? And why do you think that? Okay, so why do you think? Is it a circle? Is it a cylinder? And why? So next week when we make our video, we will be telling you the answer, and you'll have to see who in your family was correct. So I wonder if some of you might like to do that at home. With 2D and 3D shapes as well, you might want to perhaps draw around some items that you've got at home to make a 2D shape picture. Perhaps you could use 2D shapes, draw 2D shapes to make perhaps a house picture. I know that before in year 1 we used them to make a snowman picture when it was Christmas time, so you might want to draw something else. For this week's learning, you might want to use some of the objects around your house to first of all recognise, and then you might use them to sort. So sort all the cylinders, all the cuboids, all the pyramids. You might be able to find some of those 3D shapes as objects in your house. Perhaps you take a photograph or a video of you doing that and send it to us. We'd really love to see any of your learning to do with 2D and 3D shapes. Okay, and the foundation is geography focused again, and we are still continuing with our around the world topic. So we've got a music-based element to this week's foundation learning. So hello to you from around the world. I'm going to have a go at saying hello in these different languages. Let's have a go. Bonjour, namaste, buongiorno, buenos dias. I learned buenos dias at school because I learned Spanish. So see if you can have a go at saying some of those ways of saying hello as well. So we'd like you to listen to 5 songs that will teach you how to say hello in lots of different languages, and perhaps you could choose your favourite one and let us know which one it is. Perhaps you might try and say hello in some other languages as well that we haven't got songs for here. That would be really impressive. Perhaps you speak a different language for some of the time at home, and you might want to share with us the way that you say hello to each other at home. So there's a second part to our geography task this week. We'd like you to draw one of these famous buildings from either China, India or Russia. They were our 3 countries that we were focusing on when we visited on our Around the World Flight Day. If you weren't in school on that day, don't worry at all, as we've got the pictures on this document here. So for your home learning task for geography, if you'd like to do it, we'd like you to draw one of these buildings, to write the name of the building, to write the country that it's from, and to label using those really straight label lines, left to right writing, really clearly spaced out, labelled pictures. So if you have a look at the picture and see what different parts of it that you could label. We've also got some facts underneath each of the pictures, some facts about the famous buildings that you might like to learn. You might want to share some of those facts perhaps with Nanny or Grandad or whoever isn't living with you at the moment. I think they'd be really, really impressed. We've got some extra challenges that you might like to do. You might want to build a Lego or brick model of one of those buildings. God, I'd love to see some photographs of that. You might make a collage using coloured paper, card or fabric. I think I might do that one at home. You might make a poster about your favourite one. As you're experts at making videos, children, I know that before we made videos of our own gardening programme, didn't we, where you were the presenters. You might want to make a video explaining about one of these buildings. You might make a junk model of one of the buildings or send a postcard from one of them. Lots of different extra challenges that you could do this week. Okay. So they are our main tasks for our home learning this week. If you'd like to do them, please do look again at our celebration board to see if your name comes up for your achievements last week, and you'll also see our Year 1 main home learning page that has got information about kinetic letters and different websites and also the links to the YouTube channel, etc. on there. And of course the very important winners of the Bug Club Challenge. I wonder which class has won this week. If you have a look at that document, you'll find out if it's your class. So once again, it's been lovely talking to some of you this week, and we're looking forward to hearing hopefully the rest of you next week when we call to see how you are. It will be lovely to hear some of your voices. So if you're brave enough to talk to us on the phone, we'd absolutely love to speak to you and find out how you are and all those things that you've been doing at home. Okay, take care everybody, stay safe, and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, bye.